because I was stumbling all over the name. And so it is Revivolution. And with her is Elder Juan Gabriel, who is one of the elders of Peru, South America. I'm sure you remember that he is the only person amongst his community to have come to India, and yesterday we celebrated his birthday. So we welcome Caroline and Juan Gabriel.
That's actually a song that's over 2,000 years old and dates back to the time of the Inca. Juan Gabriel is a wisdom keeper, a ceremonial leader from the Quero Nation. This is considered to be the last of the Incan bloodline, and they live 5,000 meters into the mountains, just like in the Himalayas. And they live without electricity, without roads, and without the common amenities of modernity. And their spiritual tradition is to connect with the sun and the moon and the stars and the wind and the earth, our mother, and to honor her, to honor the elements, to keep them in balance, and to keep humans in balance with those elements. And so now I'll let Juan Gabriel speak, and I will translate for him. Yeah.
Bueno, hermanos, hermanas, buenos días. Bueno, ahora hacemos muy contento, muy alegría. Yo, ahora es conferencia, juntamos hermanos, hermanas, muy gran corazón yo por acá, India.
Very, very good morning, brothers and sisters. I'm incredibly happy to be here, to be in this conference, to see all of us united here. My heart is very content to be here together with you in India.
Bueno, ojalá sea más alegría, más feliz. Ahora hacemos ese evento más grande, otro año, y juntamos hermanos, hermanas, todo el país.
May we continue to gather year after year in a bigger and bigger conferences with more happiness and more inspiration to bring back to our communities.
Ya, bueno, y también no vas a pelear, no vas a discutir ese evento, unir, ojalá espiritual de Pachamama, espiritual de Apo, espiritual de Mamacocha, unido, los hermanos, hermanas.
He said, brothers and sisters, please don't fight. Please don't distinguish differences. And we're here together in unity. And hopefully that we can all remember, both spiritually and in the physical world, that we're part of nature, that we owe our honor to the earth, we owe our honor to the wind, to the ocean, and to the sustenance of life.
Hermanos, bueno, ahora más, otro año, hacemos otro país para visitar, o Perú, o otro país, hermanos, juntos, hacer para reunirnos, hacer una conferencia para unir todos los peregrinos de los abuelos sabios, todo, hacemos un evento, hacemos gracias.
May we continue to meet year after year in each of our countries, visiting and coming to know our communities, and coming together and speaking of peace, and bringing the elders, bringing the wisdom keepers, bringing the spiritual leaders, so that we may all be that embodiment of peace.
Bueno, hacemos de espiritual de Pachamama dar una ofrenda, un cariño, unimos siempre para reconquistar todos los hermanos, juntamos, buena, unidos.
And may we remember to come together and to give our offerings to the earth, to give her our thanks so that she may continue giving to us. And thank you, brothers and sisters, for us all coming together. Gracias.
Gracias, hermanos, hermanas, gracias. Ahora, muy felicito a este organizador. Gracias, hermanos, hermanas, todos hermanos, hermanas, gracias.
I think you understood that. Okay. So, first of all, I just want to take one moment to honor each of us here today. Such an amazing and beautiful spectrum of humanity, with all of our intellect, our skills, our passion, spirit, and culture. It is amazing to be part of this living and breathing embodiment of unity. And we stand before you today as representatives of the Karo Nation, one of the Andes' last living indigenous nations, and the Revivolution nonprofit dedicated to spreading indigenous wisdom to realize a paradigm shift for a thriving world. And the message we bring forth today reflects that of the wisdom keepers of the Eagle, Quetzal, and Condor nations, and earth stewards of the world, working to keep this planet in balance. And though we may all identify with various lineages and references of the Creator, it is truth, it is fact, that we are all part of creation. And it is by natural law that if we destroy creation, then we destroy ourselves. It is beyond time that we honor Mother Nature with the same rights that we honor ourselves, and that is the right to life. And I would actually love to speak with you, Scott, more, that we may continue to petition for the rights for Mother Nature too, as they have passed in Ecuador and Bolivia. Because without giving Mother Nature the rights, how do we have that right to life? I do not speak to you today as a humanitarian, as an environmentalist. I speak to you as a human being, as a sister of this planet and the Earth community. Because we are all part of a living and breathing planet that has continued to care for us while we have forgotten to care for her well-being. And so I ask you, what are we going to do? As leaders and representatives of nations, cultures, and religions, what will we take back from this gathering? How will we best utilize this amazing opportunity to be together? And what will we bring back to our communities to inspire change, tangible change? Are we just going to sit here and speak about it? How will we lead the change that we care to see in this world? So I hear so many speaking of issues and challenges in their communities. I hear us speaking about war as it is some distant force that is not being driven by each and every one of us, no matter where we are on this planet. Why do we speak in third person, saying they who create war, they who create challenges, when it comes down to us as being the ones who fund it? If there were warning labels on every product that we were buying to indicate where the money was going to, maybe you wouldn't buy pharmaceuticals. Maybe you would be supporting your local herbal healer, the Ayurvedic doctors. Maybe you wouldn't be buying chemical foods. Maybe you would be supporting your local farmer. Maybe you wouldn't be drinking Lipton tea. You would be drinking the herbs that grow from the ground. Maybe you would not only to choose to respect and honor your own body, but you would take honor in supporting your local community, knowing that the products that you are buying are not supporting war, are not buying weapons, and are not creating the global destruction that we see today. And this is, brothers and sisters, this is truth. If we just look right before us and unveil what is convenient to us at the store or what is socially accepted, the change is right here within you in every single choice and every single action. It's to make sustainable decisions always, not just sometimes. To do that with yourself, to share that with your family, to share that with the community. And these are the decisions that need to be made and can be made by each of us. Your personal decisions define the global community. And so most of the problems that we currently face stem from an imbalance of resources. And if not from an imbalance of resources, then a disconnection from spirit and earth. Because the moment that we are connected, truly connected to the divine, then we will completely unravel the web of disharmony and make conscious decisions every single time. Consciousness is being aware that we are part of the earth community. And how does this fit into spirituality? We represent here today some of the largest and most impactful groups in the world. And each of us today, as leaders and representatives of global organizations and religions, have the power to affect change in our communities because we are heard. And because we have opportunities like this to unite. Spirituality was once upon a time founded on the caring of creation. It is stated in all of our ancient texts, and it was practiced by all of our ancestors, and it's not practiced by us. Please, make the shift in your community. In looking at the word community, it is stated the common unity. Humanity's most common unity is the fact that we live on this planet together. We are members of the earth community. So why not practice our common unity of taking care of the earth together? The true power of human potential lies in our ability to connect not only with spirit, but also with the earth. Not only our connection to Creator, but our connection to creation. Both the intangible and the tangible, both the Father and the Mother, the divine feminine, the most sacred sustainer of life. Now please, come, sit with us, speak with us, and share with us. Find out what we are doing in Peru to fight mining companies that are ensuring that Juan Gabriel's nation is not going to survive. Find out what we're doing in the city to make sure that indigenous people are receiving water. Find out what we're doing to ensure that indigenous people can practice their spirituality in Peru because it's currently illegal. And we want to focus on solutions, and we'd like to hear your solutions as too. Let us unite our missions. Let us exercise a global alliance network of solutions founded on our unity. And let our amazing and heartfelt initiatives magnify stronger and louder than the destructive systems at large. May we reconvene next year and speak about how we, as a humanity, are moving forward with tangible and measurable actions of change. How we, as Muslim, Hindu, Christian, indigenous, and all of the beautiful spectrum of religions, cultures, and nations are working both individually and collectively to create the paradigm shift. Let's celebrate next time how we've made that shift. I thank you very much, Dr. Kanoria and Mr. Raul. Thank you so much for bringing us here, for seeing us in South Korea, and for recognizing that we too have a message. It's not often that indigenous people are represented in the global conversations of this planet. And we are so honored to be here representing that message, and we invite the people of the world to please continue consulting with indigenous wisdom keepers and their allies in the decisions of our planet. They are known as the earth keepers, the wisdom keepers, the earth stewards, because they hold valuable insight to this global community and our relation to this beautiful planet. So from the beauty that we stand witness to today in this gathering, we are sure we will overcome the challenges in each of our communities as we continue to come together with like minds and united prayer as a global community of all faiths. Thank you. Hayaya.
Thank you so much.
Can I sing a closing song? This is a Native American song to bring together the wisdom keepers of the world. Jay tata himo, Jay tata himo, Jay tata, Jay tata, Jay tata himo, tata jaje himo, tata jaje himo, Jeje tata, jeje tata, jeje tata himo. Tata jaje himo. Tata jaje himo. Jeje tata, jeje tata, jeje tata himo. Hayaya Pachamama.
Thank you so much, Caroline Putnam and Elder Jose Gabriel. Can I request Anant Raj Kanoria to felicitate both of them? They were not here when we did the felicitation. So can I request Anant Raj to do the honors? And Elder Jose Gabriel. And now, the Queen Mother, Dr. Blakely, would like to make the presentation of a book to Dr. H.B. Kanoria. Dr. H.B. Kanoria would be receiving the